Welcome back. Episode 23 of Rumors from the Korner. Today is Tuesday, October 23rd. What's up, man?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good.
I would say, how was your weekend? But I know how your weekend was because we got to hang together all weekend.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Had a good time, little retreat, get
That's
away,
right.
hide down at the lake for a little while.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a good time.
I mean, when we got to sit around and watch some games, so we got some good knowledge. If we could just remember everything, it'll be perfect.
We wrote down most that we don't remember.
Oh yeah.
Let's jump in. A little high school action. Districts. We got Trinity 49, Eastern nothing. New quarterback for Trinity.
What about the St. Edward alum?
Brock Shoemaker made his starting debut at quarterback. Didn't look like they had a lot of. It's a pretty easy game. 49-0. I think it was pretty much like that at halftime. Running clock.
Yeah, I mean, that's a feel-good game. It's a feel-good game. I mean, but what a tremendous start for Brock. Good Lord.
Congrats to him.
I think his stat line was 5 of 5, 4 touchdowns, 117 yards. I'm like,
it's pretty good.
I mean, can't do much
That'll
better
get
than
the
that.
job done.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hell yeah. Congrats, man. I mean, first career start, and that's what he goes out and does. I mean, good for him. Good for him.
Mail beat Fern Creek 17-0. St. X whipped up on Meade County 45-21. Marlin Harbin 117 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions on the defensive side. Good game for him.
Yep.
And Manual beat PRP 40-14.
Manual continues to get it done.
More district games this week. We got Trinity is at Oldham County. Oldham County is 6-2, coming off a 7-0 loss at Ballard. St. X is home versus PRP. Mail is at Bullitt East. Manual is home versus Meade County.
Kind of the same as looks like kind of like the same as last week,
like
except just flip-flopping the teams.
Pretty much.
Just probably another week like last week. I don't see really much of any upsets per se. I think everybody right now this time of year is just trying to get out of these games healthy, do what they got to do, and get ready to start playoffs.
Good luck to the local teams this week. Let's jump in a little World Series real quick.
Oh, buddy!
We're here.
Oh, buddy!
Who you got the Yankees or the Dodgers?
I mean, this is set up. The TV programs and all that could have asked for a better.
Oh.
I mean, they're saying this is the hottest ticket ever in the World Series as far as cost is concerned.
Over $1,000 for pretty much every game.
Yeah, $1,100, no nosebleed seats. I talked to my baseball guru, Uncle Richie, today. He says the seats that him and his son sit in during the regular season that are $300 at Yankee Stadium are going for $5,000.
Oh my Lord!
Just to kind of give you an idea, and they're really nice seats. Don't get me wrong. But
how much you think a beer is at Yankee Stadium?
$20 probably.
At least
$20.
Dodgers are minus 125 to win the series. Yankees are plus 105. Who you taking?
I got to Chuck laughing there, just thinking about how much money would Jamie have to take to the World Series. And then, first of all, I've never seen him use a credit card. That's all they take now. You're like, hey, Bob, let me see your plastic.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, goodness gracious. But anyhow, man, I think probably the Yankees are going to do this. I'm going to be cheering for the Dodgers just because I'm an NL guy.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously, can I give a shout out to my mom for giving me this badass shirt? Memory of Pete, come on. But, so I think the Yankees, I like the Yankees in 5, but I think I'll be cheering for L.A. What about you?
I'm taking the Dodgers in 6. Hometown Will Smith, KCD's own. He's going to have a good game. Or
He had a
series,
he had a good series the last one too.
Yeah.
Kid's a player, man.
He's great.
We were watching him. I didn't even realize he was from Louisville. I mean, it shows you what I know, but I think that's pretty badass. I mean, people around Louisville, they're big baseball fans, and they can rally behind a guy that they know is from the city.
What about FanDuel taking over for Bally's for the Reds, and next year
TV affiliation.
TV affiliation, and now Pete Rose is not in the hall because of gambling, and now FanDuel is.
Yeah, I mean, it's such an oxymoron. I feel so bad they didn't let him in the Hall of Fame prior to his passing. It's like, to me, and this may be an extreme case, but it would be like almost as if years from now we find out that steroids aren't a big deal. They really don't do anything for you, but yet you still won't let Bonds and McGuire into the, I mean, that's far-fetched, but that's kind of what it could be.
All right, enough baseball talk. NBA debuts tonight. Another season. Celtics are the defending champions.
Do you have an NBA team?
I really don't. It's kind of weird, and Brody told us tonight's opening night, and it's like we probably don't have a lot to talk about tonight, but we'll talk a little.
We'll
bit
get into
about
some
it.
NBA, most definitely. I mean, obviously, since Kentucky's got a lot of players in there, I keep up with it a little bit more than I normally would, and plus with Bro Dog keeping me up to date, he likes the Kings. I think he's a little. I try to pull for the Pacers.
I think Reed Shepherd's going to. He's going to be a big hit.
You
in
know
the
what?
rookie year.
Oh, they're talking like he's going to be the sixth man off the bench.
Really? For the Rockets.
That's what I heard today. I may have to get me I'd probably look good in red, wouldn't I? A Reed jersey. I think I might make that happen. What if I got you one? Would you wear that?
No.
No, nothing affiliated with UK ever. Like,
no.
Once they leave, but they play for the NBA.
I know, but his dad and mom went there, and I'm not dealing with it.
You just really hate that dad.
I don't even know who Louisville has in the pros anymore.
Let's think.
David Johnson is
no.
Yeah, he just signed a 2-way deal.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Donovan Mitchell.
We got
that ring a
Mitchell.
bell?
I think he might be literally the only one.
Yeah, he's the only one that plays. I know Carlik Jones plays a
He's
little bit.
in Russia.
I think he plays in the G League.
No,
2-way deal.
No.
Two-way.
He signed a deal in Russia.
Well, we don't have.
Wara's gone. Trez is in Australia.
And with all that being said, we would not have enough time to go through all the UK players. This show would go on. This podcast would be over an hour long.
I want to do a show of the UK players that don't make the NBA, like a Where Are They Now?
Hey, well, you know what, though?
Where's Deron Lamb?
Hey, but we're going to have to hold on to him because what we got going on now, we ain't going to be putting it nearly as many into the NBA. I mean, I hope we are, but I don't foresee it being a factory like it was.
I'm 100% with you on that,
yeah.
obviously.
But, I mean, but still, if you could just put one lottery pick in every year, to me, that'd be doing something pretty good.
Hell yeah.
You know
That'd
what
be
I'm saying?
big time. Yeah. I doubt it's going to happen, but we'll see.
I always think we'll have that one.
Basketball season starting. NCAA Louisville played last night in a scrimmage.
Oh,
They
you were
like
you were
25
so damn
threes.
you were more excited than a dog with 3 peggers last night. I couldn't.
Well, yeah, it's
You
like,
run around the house. I had to get the game on for him. I mean, this guy. I haven't seen this much dude. The past couple of years, if I ever brought up
it was
basketball,
terrible.
he was going. He's like,
They should throw Kenny Payne in jail for theft.
I don't even cheer for Louisville anymore. I'm a
It was
Bellarmine
terrible.
guy.
But that was then, and this is now.
So, and
Time to look forward.
I'm glad to
not
see.
backward.
I'm glad to see you're excited. I really am.
I am excited.
Because, and we talked about it this weekend. It's so much more fun when both of the teams are good.
Well, a big part of my childhood is, grew up in the 80s and the 90s, and we were good. Bunch of rings, bunch of NBA players, and it's gone to shit the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ready to get it back on track.
You think they will?
I do.
I mean,
think
you
they're gonna be
still
good.
think
If they can shoot
you
like
still
that.
think U of L is a top 10 program nationally?
I mean, If you want to look at all the wins and the history, yes, I do.
Okay.
They are.
I mean,
top 10.
I think they are.
I think they're top 8.
Okay, I think they're top 10, and but the way they were going though, man,
It was shit.
they were going to be like
terrible.
Indiana. Sorry, dude.
Worse than Indiana. Worse than Indiana. All right,
No,
we got
I'm
plenty.
excited,
We
though.
got plenty here to talk about basketball.
I know. I'm excited.
Let's give them what they want to hear. Let's talk a little NFL first.
Ooh,
We're mixing it up a little bit today.
Yeah.
We watched Detroit beat Minnesota 31-29. That was a hell of a game.
Man, hell of a game.
Minnesota came back. They were down double digits. Came back, took the lead.
Is Detroit the best team in the NFL?
No, they're the second best behind the Ravens.
Okay. So you think they're the best in the NFC?
I do.
Me too.
That's why I predicted Lions Ravens to go to the Super Bowl at the beginning.
Hey,
of the
but
year.
don't look now. But the Bengals are starting to
Oh,
play.
come on,
I'm just saying. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
They have a losing record
Go ahead.
still.
Just go ahead.
Bengals beat Cleveland 21-14. It was the first half. They ran the kickoff back. Literally, besides that, it was the most boring football game I've ever seen.
It was terrible. It was so boring. I might have killed more brain cells than I probably should have.
Your boy
that
Massage Watson, he's done. Their second string got hurt, so now it's famous James Winston for the Browns. But the Bengals pulled through 21-14. Green Bay beat Houston 24-22. That was a great
Another
game.
good game.
Yeah. Both those teams
Playoff bound, in my opinion.
for sure. That was a good game.
Joe Mixon's running like he did his rookie year in Cincinnati.
They're loaded. I mean, their offense is loaded. Houston.
Yeah, they play good. I like their coach too.
KC beat San Fran 28-18. Mahomes is now 12-1-1 against the spread as a road dog.
Could Purdy played any worse in that game?
He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible.
My goodness. All I needed was San Fran to cover a tease, and I just destroy them this week. Couldn't even.
The numbers
cover a
don't
tease.
lie with Mahomes.
It's unreal. I mean, it's unreal.
Last night, Baltimore 41-31 over Tampa Bay. Lamar 280 yards, 5 touchdowns, 50 yards rushing. The guy is he's built for this. He is the shit.
And poor Tampa Bay. I saw a meme earlier this morning. A guy in a wheelchair, and it said Tampa Bay's wide receivers. I mean,
Oh, yeah, they had Evans and Godwin both get hurt in that game.
and of course Godwin's having a career year.
Evans,
Who's got him on his fantasy
Evans
team?
had his 100th touchdown last night.
Yeah, man, that's tough for them.
All right, this week we got Baltimore at
Tough.
Cleveland. Baltimore is 9-44.5. They should crush Cleveland.
They should.
Philly at Cincy. Cincy's a 2.5-point favorite. 47.5.
I'm telling you, dude, Who Day is getting ready to start
You
rolling.
got it. You got it. If everyone on the East Coast is going to look at that and be like, "Oh, Philly's going to kill them. Barkley's going to have a big day."
I know.
Cincy, that's pretty strong.
You see
right
what I
there.
got
You
here,
gotta-
don't you? You see what I got? You see what I got right here, don't you?
I do now.
That would be a lean, my friend. And that's not just a homer lean. I'm telling you. Cincy's defense is getting healthy. Oh, and that guy Stone, remember the one that went down and got carted
Yeah.
off there? They said it just could be a sprain. So he's not going to be out for the year.
Two defenders on Cincinnati went and they collided. It was bad.
Right at the end of the game.
Yeah, it was
Right
not
at the end of the
good.
game. But anyhow, I like the Bengals in this spot quite a bit. I think we win by 6-7. Philly struggles to score the ball, and if the Bengals can get their offense is as potent as it is, if they can get going out of the gate quick, I don't think Philly's gonna be able to catch up.
Buffalo at Seattle this week. Buffalo's -3 and 47.5. Seattle won the first 3 games, lost the next 3 games, went to Atlanta and beat the dog shit out of Atlanta.
Yeah, Seattle. I mean, they're an intriguing ball club, and I mean, if you've noticed the past 2 weeks, the road favorites have been almost
On fire.
unstoppable. So I look for this trend to end this week. I'm going back to the old home dog method, hoping that some of these home dogs can cover these numbers. So yes, I'd like just a personal, no lean or nothing, but I would take Seattle in this spot, catching the toe tapper at home.
Yeah, you look at that one and you immediately start thinking Buffalo because they've been playing.
Well, yeah, they're playing great. You know what I'm saying? But,
all right.
It's hard to go on the road in the NFL.
Yeah, it is.
It used to be. It used to be.
What, they covered 12 in a row
It used
at one
to be,
point?
yeah.
All of them last week, 9-0.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we got Dallas at San Francisco. I usually don't. We're going to talk about Dallas, but I want to hear your thoughts on this game. San Fran's 4.5, 47.5.
San Fran. I mean,
that's a low spread. You would think.
I would
they
almost.
Were just.
Dallas is so. They're just so on or off, man. I just can't get a pulse on them. I loved San Francisco so much last week, and Purdy played so bad that I'd be scared to bet him this week. Honestly,
Well, they were -2.5 against KC. Now they're minus only 4.5 against San Fran.
No kidding.
I think Dallas is coming off a bye.
Yeah, they are coming off a bye. Dak got engaged.
Who cares?
His fiance is going to have more rings than he ever will.
Oh, that was a shot. All right, you got any other leans this week?
I do. I got a divisional game that I love, Clay. Kansas City, the Chiefs. They're going on the road to Vegas, man, and Vegas always plays the chefs tough. Go back and look in history. Even last year, when Vegas is down and out, they always play the Chiefs tough. Divisional, take Las Vegas plus the 10. Big lean for me there. And another one I think is a little bit intriguing. The Bears going on the road to Washington.
That is a good game.
I know Daniels is going to be out more than likely. Right now they got the Bears favorite by 2.5. That quarterback looks sensational, and they played really well when they were in London. The Las Vegas, this is one of those games I think they're going to tell you who's going to win. I know Washington's been playing great. How are they going to play without Daniels? Take the Bears -2.5 on the road.
Good pick.
You got any?
I don't really have any leans. If anything, I like Cincinnati.
You do
just
like
for the fact that people are going to look at that number and think it should be the other way around.
Yeah,
and it makes sense.
We'll see. Big game for those Bengals. So I think we are really getting ready to take.
Couple things to think about the NFL. Who do you think is the best in the NFL against the spread? Any idea?
This year?
Right. Yes. They're 6-1 against the spread.
Well, I know the Chiefs are undefeated, but they've been playing teams close. I would probably say Minnesota.
The Colts.
Really?
Colts and 6-1 against the spread.
No kidding. Go Colts.
If you're going to bet on the over-under in the Vikings game, they're 6-0 with the over this year.
I knew they
Cleveland is 7-0 with the under, and the Miami Dolphins are 6-0 with the under.
So every Cleveland game has gone under, and every Dolphin game has gone under.
Yes.
What you got for us, bro, dog?
The Tua Tagovailoa is coming back soon for the Dolphins.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No guardian cap either.
This kid's out of his mind. I really do.
Brain damage.
Yes, I feel. I'm nervous for him. I really am.
This is his last shot, I would say. And he's going to be retired. Be a quarterback's coach.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, look and see what happened to Walter Payton. That was not good.
All right, let's jump in the NCAA. Give them what they want. I want to hear what you have to say about UK.
You don't want to hear what I have to say about that.
UK went to Gainesville, lost 48-20. UK is now 3-4. What say you?
It's just the same old shit. It's ugly. It's uninspired football, really, to tell you the truth. And I don't, it doesn't seem like anybody around the program or anybody else can actually put a finger or a pulse on what the hell is going on with this team. I mean, you see big men taking plays off, wide receivers not finishing their routes, yada, yada, yada. The offensive line didn't play too terribly bad last week against Florida. And yet, we still didn't, Wilcox, I think our longest play from scrimmage was like 20 yards. The offense is just so bad. So bad, man.
UK got outscored 21-7 in the second half. They only ended with a little bit over 300 yards total offense.
It's
offensive
crazy, man.
yards.
It's like you and I were talking this weekend. If we could take UK and U of L and put them together, we might be able to come up with a pretty dang on good team.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because our struggles are your strengths and yada yada yada. But I don't know. Here's the deal. I'm really going to be kind of curious to see what this fan base is going to look like Saturday night. I don't know if a lot of fans have checked out because basketball's getting ready to start. I know everybody's excited about that. I know they're pissed off at Stoops right now. But I'm going to be out there. I'm not giving up on them. If they were to get beat by Auburn pretty handily, then yeah, that's really going to upset me. I'm going to be livid, and we may never talk about UK football. No, I'm serious. We may never talk about UK football on this show again because that's how sick I'll be. But yeah, man, we definitely need to win this game bad.
7:45 Saturday night. The 2-5 Auburn Tigers are coming into Kroger Field to face the 3-4 Kentucky Wildcats. UK is 2.5-point favorite. The over/under's 42.5. What do you think about that?
Here, if UK wins, they'll cover the number. In my opinion, they're going to win by at least 3. So if you think Kentucky's going to win, I wouldn't be worried to lay those numbers. But how could you bet on a team being favorite that's only won 2 games out of their last 12 in the SEC at home? How could you bet on a team and laying points at that's only scored 5 touchdowns in the SEC games? I love Kentucky, and I can't do that.
Yeah, that over/under's low, 42.5. I think UK is going to rebound and win.
I hope you're right. Just for my mindset.
I thought they had a rough week of practice. I think they're going to win by like maybe 6. I don't think they're going to win by a lot, but I think they're going to cover.
That means we might have to score a touchdown.
Maybe.
If you only say 6, it could be 6-0.
What do you think? You think UK's going to win?
I do. I look for our defense to really bounce back. I think we'll hold. Excuse me. I think we'll hold them to under. I think with 10 or less. I think we'll end up probably winning I look for this is serious, like a 13-10 ball game, 14-10 ball game. That's what I see happening.
Oh, boring. All right.
It won't be boring if we win.
Let's move on.
It's a party. It's a party. It's a
number 6 Miami 52, Louisville 45.
We haven't been playing that very much at Lexington. I'll tell you that.
Tyler Shuck, hell of a game, 340 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Cam Ward, though, he's a player. 320 yards, passing, and 4 touchdowns. Did you watch any of the game?
I did. I pretty much watched the whole game. This was like one of the first U of L games that I got to see in its entirety.
Fireworks with kickoff returns.
From just a fan's perspective, it was and not caring who won the ball game, it was awesome to watch. You had turnover in the end zone, you had a run back kick, all kind. It was awesome. If you liked offense, because there was no defense.
Defense looked lost. God, Ron English has got to do something. He's got to put people in the right position to succeed. And man, we got to do something. We can't give up this many yards.
You know what I would have done this week if I was Ron English? I would have got the tackling dummies out, and I would have had them do that for about an hour.
We're not very strong tacklers.
Oh my good. Just being an old football player myself, it just sickens me to watch these kids hit and not wrap up anymore.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I mean, I really don't.
Miami's wide receivers, they're good. They're legit. That number 7, he'll play on Sundays.
Yeah.
I thought the refs kind of hurt us on a couple plays.
You know, it's funny you say that because, and you know, obviously you can't.
Every team says that.
But there is something to look into, like we talked about. Some of these ball games that Miami's been in, the Cal game.
There's been 3 of them.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech, Cal, and now us.
Where it all seems like Miami gets a very favorable flag.
I think it's from the ACC office is
Yes.
who they're getting them from. They got to keep them undefeated.
Conspiracy theory.
For sure. And I know everyone out there is probably going, yep, Clay's right. I mean, there was a holding call on 3rd and 22 they didn't call. They got like 50 yards on it.
Hey, I'm not saying – I'm not –
There's like 2 or 3 out of bounds. You know, we're getting crushed out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, there could be something to it. You know me, I think a lot of this shit's rigged.
But the good thing is Louisville's back at it this Friday evening.
Friday night.
Chestnut Hills, Massachusetts.
Louisville getting back to it. You're right. Playing on a Friday night again.
Boston College.
The old Friday night game.
Hey,
I thought y'all were done having to play on Friday nights. What are you playing on a Friday night for? That's what you all.
SEC
That's what
will
you all
play a
used to
game
do.
or two on the Friday night.
Come on, SEC playing on a Friday night. Wait, what? Basketball maybe? They might have the rugby game on Friday.
There's
night.
a couple of them this year.
Come on.
I
mean, I understand
I'll
back
do
when y'all
research and
used
get
to
back.
play for the CUSA, you had to play on Wednesdays
Yeah.
and Fridays and Thursdays. Yeah, I mean, and that was a brilliant move. I mean, that's why Tom built what he did.
It's our TV contract. That's what
But
we're.
I just like, come on, Friday night.
Big Ten plays Friday nights.
Western plays on Friday nights.
All right. U of L's 4-3. They're at Boston College, who's 4-3. Louisville's 7.5, 53.5. You all better beat Auburn this week, or I'm gonna come with the thunder. You'll be wanting to talk
Tell me
basketball,
about it. That's why I
and I'm
told
gonna
you.
want to talk.
That's why I told you. If something happens and we don't win this week, we are never talking UK
I will
football
be.
on this podcast again.
I will be.
Well, you'll have to do it a special segment because I don't want to be around to hear it.
All right, who you got? U of L 7.5.
Man, I look for fireworks again in this game. I look for Louisville to bounce back. Louisville's going to win this game.
Virginia Tech just went and beat Boston College 42-21.
Louisville's going to win this game 10 to 14 points. It'll be high scoring. 48-40.
I think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to cover. Depends who's playing quarterback for BC. They're quarterbacks.
You're exactly right.
That Castellanos guy is great.
He's good.
All right, let's look at the games this week. We got a lot of good games. A lot of ranked teams playing against each other.
A lot of fun games, yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't see like any super locks out there, but I do have good feelings on a few of them.
All right, noon we got number 12 Notre Dame at number 24 Navy. Notre Dame is 12.5, 52.5.
The
What do you
midshipmen coming in
God,
ranked for the first time.
Yeah, but I
In a
think
while.
Trinity's played a harder schedule than
I totally agree.
Navy.
I totally agree.
And seeing these linemen come in this week and
I look for the Golden Domers.
yeah,
I mean,
like
hey, it's been fun. It's been a cute story, Navy.
Notre Dame by 20, I think.
I agree. As a matter of fact, what I got right there, Lean City.
Yeah, you do.
You giving out a lean on that one?
Not on that one, but I have some.
Okay. Yeah, that's Notre Dame to me is definitely a lean in that spot. I mean, come on. They're on the road and they're giving up 13. There's a reason.
Yep. 3:30, number 20 Illinois is at the new number 1 Oregon. Oregon is a 21.5 point favorite. 54.5 is the over/under.
I was remember you asked me what I thought the spot on this game would be. I thought it was going to be, lower than this. I mean, I was shocked. But then I got to thinking about it and I went, whew, I think them boys know a lot more than I do. I think them ducks are going to fly, ducks fly.
I like Oregon. I like Oregon by 20.
I like Oregon. I like Oregon by about 24. What did you think about Illinois' helmets? The old throwbacks. They made them look like leather.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty fucking cool.
It was pretty
man.
cool.
Yeah.
Something different. We're talking about it.
I liked it. I did.
Trying to get eyeballs. They got them.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
3:30, we got number 21 Missouri at number 15 Bama. Bama's 13.5, 55.5.
I don't know what to think here. Missouri has not been playing good the past couple weeks. Neither has Alabama, really. Alabama coming off a loss. I'm for certain they're going to win this game. But man,
You say that.
I'm for
games-
certain they're going to win this.
Their last 3 games have been. I mean, they
I
barely
know.
beat South Carolina.
They're not going to lose to Missouri at home. If they do, oh my!
Who would have thought Vandy would beat Bama?
Who would have thought Vandy beat Kentucky? Don't say a word.
All right, I think Bama's going to win. I would take Missouri in the points, so
That's me too.
I think they might win between 7 and 10. It's going to be closer than people think, though. 4:15, we got number 5 Texas at number 25 Vandy. How's that sound?
Tejas versus
The
Vandy.
nationally ranked Vanderbilt Commodores.
Will there be more?
Somewhere Will Wolford is smiling.
Will there be more Vandy fans or Texas fans in the house?
Texas easy.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Even with all this momentum Vandy's got going right
Dude,
now,
it's Vandy. Nobody cares about Vandy. Nobody.
man.
There's too much to do in Nashville. You think they're going to go to a Vandy
I know
game?
a lot of these Texas fans have had this on the calendar since last year.
They want to come to Nashville.
Yeah.
Texas 18
Vandy's
and a
going to have
half,
to spend more money to buy their tickets back.
53 and a half. I like Texas by 20. I think when it all comes
Yeah, Texas to
down
me,
to it,
I look for Texas to win this game really easy, honestly.
I don't think they're very happy about.
I think Vandy, it's been a fun story, and I give mad props to that running or the quarterback, man, and he's a player, but Texas got too many animals.
If Vandy beats Texas, we win our over/under bet.
Oh my
Texas.
God!
That would be wild.
I've
That would be
already told
great.
you what's going to happen. Kentucky's going to go down there while I'm there, and we're going to beat Texas.
But what if they lose this week? Then we're not even going to talk
I don't
about
even have to
that.
worry about it. We won't talk about nothing.
7:30, we got Penn State, number 3 Penn State. That sounds weird. At Wisconsin. It's always a tough place to play. Penn State 6.5, 47.5. What do you think?
I look for an upset here.
Okay.
I'm calling Whiskey to win outright this week. Not a lean, just a gut feeling.
Yeah.
I get them feelings every now and then. Me and Big Rig call it a warm fuzzy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so whenever we get them warm fuzzies, that just means we have a good feeling. I think Whiskey beats them at home straight up.
It's a good pick. I'm going to take Penn State by 10. I think at the end of the day, they just
outmatch them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this could be. This is
pretty
like.
close.
I think this will be like Fickle's big first big win at Wisconsin.
It could be. 7:30, we got number 8 LSU at number 14 Texas A&M. A&M is 2.5, 53.5.
Yeah, man.
That's a big game.
What I got right here.
Big SEC West showdown. You got to lean on this one, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell us.
The Aggies are the only. They haven't even lost in the SEC yet.
Really?
A lot of people don't realize that.
Huh.
Undefeated in the SEC. I look for A&M. I think LSU is. I think they're going on the road again here. I like A&M quite a bit in this spot. If you remember correctly, when Missouri went to A&M, had an unbuckle on A&M
did.
there. They love playing at home.
That was a beatdown.
It was. This is no one. However, this is a lean. I'm gonna give it a little lean back there, but yes. So A&M, I like them giving up the 2.5.
I like A&M, but not the cover. I like A&M by 1.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those.
Yeah.
You think like maybe somebody's going to miss like an extra point or something? Is going to come back to haunt them?
It's going to be like a
Or a
28-27.
toe tapper at the end for the win?
28-27, something like that.
That'd be awesome.
And I threw this one in 10-15. We got the Satterfield Cincinnati Bearcats going to Neon Dion and the Colorado Buffaloes. It's going to be a hell of a game. This is at 10-15 at night.
Yeah.
Colorado's 5.5, 57.5.
Both of these teams, surprising teams.
Cincinnati's
honestly.
playing good. I rag on them, and they were terrible last year, but they're
I mean,
pretty good.
they screwed up against Pittsburgh. They turned out to be pretty damn
Should
good.
they be in the top 25 if they wouldn't have lost to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, and Colorado throws in that clunker at I forget who the hell ran them off the field, but they're playing a lot better than I thought they would. I think this is going to be a fun, great
Yes, it
game.
is. It's
Honestly,
going to be a get-back game.
I mean,
too.
I won't be awake to see it, but
No.
it'll be the. I wouldn't touch this game honestly. If I did play it, I'd probably take Colorado just because they're at home.
I like Colorado by 3.
You like Cincy to cover, Colorado to win.
I do. Cincy will probably get up and then choke their ass off like they always do.
Yep.
All right, any other leans this week? I've got 4 leans. I went 2-2 with my leans last week. You got any other ones?
The only other one I have, I like, and this might catch the people off guard. I like the University of Central Florida giving up 1 point to BYU.
Huh.
Typically, when I see an unranked team at home favored, I like my spot there. Most people are going to probably, the public's going to be on BYU, which isn't a bad thing because the past couple of weeks the public's been pretty spot on. But I look for UCF to bounce back here against BYU.
That is going to be a good
So
game.
just to let you know, my leans this week are Notre Dame laying the 13, Oregano minus the 21.5, UCF minus the 1, and A&M minus 2.5. Who are yours this week, brother?
I'm going to go with Utah over Houston. Utah's got a new quarterback, a new offensive coordinator. I think there's going to be a lot of points in that game. I also like the over in that game.
You've been pretty good with your overs on these wacky conference games.
So I would do a same game parlay.
Ooh,
with
same gamer.
my first,
Listen to this.
my first of the year, probably the only one. I would take Utah and the over. I also like Michigan's playing Michigan State this week. I know Michigan is 1-6 against the spread. Michigan's given 5, but I see Michigan winning, getting back on their winning ways this week, winning double digits.
So which one is your lean?
Michigan.
Michigan's the lean?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna
Put your
win by
money on
double.
Michigan.
Yep. And I like Troy this week versus Arkansas State. Arkansas State's defense is terrible.
Okay.
As Barkley would
I was wondering where you were going with that because I'm like, what the hell you know about them two teams?
Arkansas State's defense is it's worse than U of O's.
Okay.
I'll just put it that way.
Bro, dog, you got anything for us this week, brother?
Yeah, I got 4 picks.
4 picks.
Let's hear 'em.
I like Alabama minus 13.5 versus Missouri. Feel like they're just going to run them off the field. Miami minus 21 versus FSU because FSU is just terrible.
No letdown after coming off that big Louisville win.
No comment. I like LSU plus 2.5 against A&M.
Going against the old man there, are you?
I think LSU's playing pretty good ball right now.
They are.
And then I like Duke catching 11.5 versus SMU.
Ooh. Now that I think about that, I might kind of like that one too. That just kind of smells of it a little
Where's
bit.
that game? Is it at Duke or SMU?
It's
Not sure.
probably an SMU with it being that high.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. Anything else you got for us?
Man, I did see they're building a brand new. Are you a roller coaster guy?
No.
You're not.
I don't like roller coasters.
Have you ever been to like amusement parks?
I've been
When
a
you
few.
grew up, did you go to?
I've never been to Kings Island.
So your Herb wasn't one to just be like, hey, let's go to the.
No, he was busy. He is busy.
Yeah, well, the only reason I asked was because they're building this. I was reading about this. They're building a brand new roller coaster up at Cedar Point up in Ohio. This thing goes like almost 60 miles an hour, man. I mean, and it like, so like if you're going like this, it stops up here and then it goes, and then it hits on a track again, and then you go, like something to be seen. Do yourself a favor and just Google new roller coaster. It'll blow your mind. Other than that, man, I don't have anything else. Let's hope for the best this week. I mean, please, I just want UK to win so bad.
I know you do.
So bad. I mean, I can't take these beatdowns like this at home very much anymore. I mean, it's really becoming hard on me.
Maybe we'll take some questions.
I'm thinking about even getting out of the 15 club, and maybe even not buying tickets anymore.
Whoa!
I'm contemplating it. We're gonna see what happens.
You're probably gonna have a new coach next year, so it won't matter. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk more about this next week. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Tell your friends about us.
Yes, see ya.